Can you kind of illustrate where you think he would probably play his best football under Thomas Frank at Spurs?
I think it depends. It depends if Thomas Frank is feeling a little bit more adventurous. Does he think about, going to a 2 and Simons in the 10? Still keeping you, obviously, Brennan Johnson. Obviously, you've got Tell as well in there and Kudos. What I personally think may happen, I think either they still stick with the 3 players that we just spoke about there.
Yeah.
I think he may replace Johnson initially in here. I think what the idea might be that is to keep him out wide, obviously a little bit less physicality. Granted, they might be coming up against some physical fullbacks potentially, but I think, offensively, if he can then look to start getting in these positions in here, sort of organically as the game's progressing, if Spence or obviously Doggy when they play, if they can start creating that sort of vertical winger mark, it allows him to come into these areas, and I think we'll come on to some stats in a minute.
Yeah.
But when you look at him, I think that's where he'll do his best work. I think he'll look to connect with Richarlison or with Solanke. For me, the dream as an attacking coach would be that, wow, if we can get Kudos in here alongside him in a triangle behind it, and obviously Porro or potentially Sarr sort of filling those gaps. If you look at Brentford, if Frank's Brentford at times, they would play with a front 5. If you could get a Xavi Simons, a Kudos here behind a Solanke or a Richarlison, with players in here, I think that would be really, really exciting for him.